That was a clip of You're Cut Off from Los Skarnales, a band that has been carving a unique path in Houston's music scene for almost 30 years with their mix of ska, rockabilly, cumbia, and punk.
The band is reuniting with fans this weekend for a social show. Here with details, our founding member and lead singer Felipe Galvan, alongside drummer Brian Chappell, also known as Chopper, saxophone player Chuy Terrazas, and percussionist Nielsen Aguilar. Gentlemen, welcome to all of you. It's great seeing you, or Nestor Aguilar. Sorry about that. I blame the prompter. Guys, it's great to see you.
Hey,
30 years, this is a huge milestone. I mean, for a lot of bands, 30 years is not really attainable. What is the secret to your band's continued appeal? I'm guessing evolution is a big part of it.
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting us to the show, man. We appreciate it. I guess there is no secret, you know. Just whenever you love doing something, you know, you give it your all and just do it, you know. I mean, I guess you got to have a big heart for doing it, and I guess like a hard head, you know, be hard-headed and be like, I'm still going to do it. So that's pretty much it, you know. We like to keep it fun. It's still fun for us, you know, so the audience feeds off of that, you know. They feed off of the energy on stage, and if we're having fun, that's just contagious, you know. And we're blessed to still have an audience, you know, after so many years, you know. A lot of bands, they're like, that band is playing again, forget about it, you know. So it's a blessing that people still come out, and we just give it our all, you know. It's heart and soul, you know.
Even acts that tour the whole world and all of that are, you know, world famous, they'll be members of multiple bands over the course of their careers. How did this one get started, and how do you feel like that it's kept going for 30 years?
Well, I guess whenever we started, me personally, I didn't think it was gonna last that long. You know, we were just like this. Me and this other guy named James started the band. It was only guitar and drums, you know. Then he brought in a bass player, and then the bass player had a cousin that played guitar. So then Jose Rodriguez, me and him, the other two guys left, and me and Jose Rodriguez, I continued the band, and pretty much I wrote the lyrics, he wrote the music, and me and him, we just had that chemistry, you know. We're like, you know, we both like the same stuff, like, you know, we started as a punk band, you know, just like two Chicano kids from Spring Branch, you know, just like trying to do something different. And then like we started getting into like a lot of Jamaican music, like ska, rocksteady, and a lot of roots American music, like rockabilly, jump blues, big band, swing, you know. And then we're Latinos, so, you know, like I grew up listening to like a lot of 1940s, 50s mambo, danzón, cha-cha-cha from Cuba, and a lot of cumbias from Colombia. So we just tried to figure out the best way to put all that together without losing that punk rock edge, you know.
It's so much fun, by the way, seeing some of these old video clips. It's a nice throwback Thursday for y'all. I'm sure it brings back memories. When you first started blending mariachi and rock and then adding in ska and all of these different genres of music, did you find that immediately you had tapped into something? Or did anyone ever say, wait a minute, you can't do that, you're breaking the rules?
It became more of we became a family band. Like next thing you know, we're rock and rollers, and then next thing you know, we became a family band. People were bringing their grandparents and their kids, and it just brought a whole, you know, a whole different monster that we didn't see it coming, and it's wonderful. I mean,
and back to your question, what you said the people that come in and out of this band come through in and out of these doors. It's kind of like a school of rock. People that have come through this band and have done their own things and their own separate projects elsewhere besides us, they've gone to do bigger, mighty, strong things. Not just saying it's because of us, but it's just, you know, they went through the school of Skarnales, school of rock, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say, what takes to graduate from that school? Because is it just a vibe check? Did you see somebody perform somewhere and you were like, oh,
you gotta learn how to dress good.
It doesn't really take much. It's like pre-K. It's like going to pre-K of rock. You know, you don't have to go, but you end up like doing it, you know.
You learn your colors.
But no, like we've been blessed and lucky to have real good musicians. You know, from the current lineup to previous years, you know. I myself, I'm a drummer, you know. I'm not like, I don't know, I like to say I'm not musically inclined, you know. So then like, but anybody that can read music and stuff like that, I'm like, wow, you know, I have a lot of love and respect for that. So throughout the years, we just been blessed, you know, with like music majors, you know, graduating from U of H, from Rice, and you know, like I never thought like a punk band, you know, could have those kind of members, you know, and we're like, well, you can play real good. Let me see you play this or play that, you know. It hits them off the wall, you know, because they're like, why are we gonna play like a mambo horn line, you know? Like, cause mambo is awesome, you know, and like we just like to go to like a lot of different styles of roots music, because we think that whenever is the beginning of any style of music is the most honest. And it's people feel it, and it's not overproduced or nothing like that, you know. So
that's beautiful.
having that punk rock.
Sorry to jump in. We're just
Yeah,
tight
yeah.
on time, and I want to be sure we have time to introduce one of the youngest members of your band. Johnny, come on out here, buddy.
Where's that Johnny boy? Where's
Johnny?
Where's Johnny?
Hey, buddy.
Give him a five.
How's it going?
Give my five.
How do you like being part of the band?
Is it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you sing? Do you play an instrument?
Yeah?
Yeah?
What do you
Okay.
play?
Well, listen, you can catch Los Skarnales this weekend. All Stars is happening Saturday, July 8th at Heights Theater. Doors open at 7 p.m. Showtime is at 8 p.m.
And tickets start at just $18. Check out our website, HoustonLife.com, for a link to purchase yours.
Los Carnales, thank you so much, Houston.
Hope to see you there. Orale.